This is the first in a series of videos on revisiting projects completed previously to see how they are doing and what has been learned from them. This is the media computer whose video was uploaded in February 2020. Here we see the computer in its natural habitat, connected to a 15-inch monitor, and both are powered from a solar battery pack. Power draw is between 24 and 55 watts, depending on what the computer is actually doing. This media computer is used to watch Netflix and Amazon Prime, as well as YouTube videos. This was one of my early builds and is powered by an external power brick. I have recently added an external Blu-ray player, powered from the USB ports on the computer. This sits nicely on the top of the case. As you can see, the case is formed from Makerbeam struts and perforated polypropylene sheets. I deliberately fitted a power button with no LED illumination, as these can be dazzling in a room with low lighting. Below the power button are two LEDs, one for power and one for drive activity. If we lift the Blu-ray player off the top of the unit and have a look inside, we can see that the lid of the case is secured by magnetic tape and steel paper on the case frame. This allows easy access to the internals. The case was designed to be as small as possible, while still having enough room for everything and to allow adequate airflow. The motherboard is passively cooled with a large heatsink. I added two fans, one to pull air into the case and a second to vent the hot air out. This approach has worked well as the unit never overheats. The memory cards have their own aluminium heatsinks, and we can see the mSATA SSD at the bottom here, which was selected to minimise the space taken up by a drive. Connected to one of the two SATA ports on the motherboard and powered by a Pico-style PSU, plugged in to the 24-pin ATX connector. Due to the vertical space constraints, only such a Pico PSU would do. So far as the internals go, there have been no problems with running over the last 4 years. No failures or replacement parts have been required. Initial concerns as regards heat buildup within the case were mitigated by the addition of the two fans and the perforated sheets forming the body of the case. All four sides plus the base plate are all of this construction, allowing air to enter the case from all directions. To minimise any vibration from the fans and the frame, I added 4 additional soft silicon feet. On the rear panel, you can see the layout of the sockets provided: VGA and serial, the HDMI socket, Ethernet, USB sockets, and audio, with the power socket on the left. With a keyboard and mouse, webcam, and now a Blu-ray player, all of the USB sockets are now populated. So is there anything that I would change? I would really have liked to have all of the PSU inside the case, and not have to rely on the external power brick. However, even with the PSUs available now, this would have meant a larger case. The motherboard, whilst being mini ITX in size, needs very little cooling and is ideal for this role. As it is networked, it doesn't need a large SSD, but upgrading the mSATA card in future may be a possibility. Hopefully you all enjoyed this revisit video, but that's it for today. Thank you for watching.